Crazy shit. It happens. Sometimes the crazy shit piles on top of other crazy shit, and it really stinks. Let me explain. I had been in the Peace Corps for about 3 weeks during training, and we had about a week off to go do whatever we wanted. We can explore the country. Just be back for the training to continue in a week. Well, some friends asked me to go visit them in a town called Kumba. And I went to go visit them. But when I got there, they said they wanted to go to the beach in a place called Limbe. Well, I didn't want to go to the beach. I wanted to explore Kumba and just see what it's like to live in a Cameroonian town. So the volunteer who I was visiting said I can stay in his house. He had a student living there. His student's name was Jacob. And he said Jacob will take care of me if I need anything. And they're going to go to the beach. So I said, fine, see ya. And I was in Kumba. Kumba, apparently it's a green city. There was green there, I guess. Was more brown than green, I thought, but whatever. I was alone in Kumba, there to explore. This is Kumba. This is what Kumba looks like. A lot of dirt roads. You can see there's some green. People walking here and there, and I just like to walk around. I had a nice time. I went to the different markets. I explored around. But unfortunately, at some point, I lost my passport. And I'm not sure how I lost my passport or where I lost my passport. I think I slipped at one point and my passport fell out of my shirt pocket and into like a water drainage pit. I'm not quite sure, I think. Well, anyway, at some point I realized I lost my passport. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And I'm going around looking everywhere for it and I couldn't find it. So I went back to the house. The volunteer's house, and I found Jacob, and I told Jacob what happened. And I said, what do I do? And Jacob said, well, you need to go to the police station and report this. So we went to the police station. Well, I didn't realize there was only one police station in this town, and it was very busy. There was a very, very long line, and it was really hot. Well, I waited in line and waited in line and waited in line and waited in line and waited in line. A few hours went by, and finally I got taken care of. I filled out the forms, and the police said I need to carry this form around with me wherever I went. And eventually I had to go to the Capitol and go to the U.S. Embassy and get a new passport. But they said this paper would be fine for me. Okay? I think it would be good for a week or something like that. So I was fine. Okay, I was good. So I just went out and I started exploring the city more. And by this time I was getting hungry. So I was just eating everything I could find. I love the roasted food, the roasted fish and chicken and pork and all the different things I could find, the fried donuts, these breads and sweet things and spicy things and all kinds of things. I just ate and I drank and I just did fruits and foods. I just had a time of my life, meeting people, singing. Believe it or not, I was singing and I was dancing. It was just a wonderful time. You'll notice, move over, there's a food here on the bottom over my shoulder. It's got like a white pasty stuff with yellow stuff inside. That's called fufu. And this is what did me in, foreshadowing for what's about to come. I believe it's the fufu that did me in, the fufu. Because I really liked it. You see all these different foods in the picture there. I was eating all the foods with fufu. So you take the food and you dip it in the fufu and you eat with your fingers and you eat it that way. Well, I was just eating a lot of it, and I was also drinking too a bit. And again, this is all day long, and it's going into the evening now. And over here you see this is palm wine. It's made from the sap of a palm tree. It ferments naturally, and it's very nice and tasty. I don't recommend it anymore because I don't recommend any alcohol anymore. But back in the day, I would have recommended it. But that's a whole other story. I went to these places. They're called off licenses. I think that's a British term for bar. I don't know. I would eat there, drink there, sing and dance, and have a nice, good old time. Unfortunately, though, I ate too much. It was the fufu. I know it was the fufu, and I got some sort of bacteria, and it didn't do me well. And in the end, they never discovered what was wrong with me, but it was something inside of me, and I was in horrible pain, and I was pooing and bloody and everything. It all started in the middle of the night. I had just written the story about losing my passport and everything that went on, and then suddenly, as I went to sleep, I woke up in extreme pain. I thought my stomach was going to explode, and I had poo, blood, guts, everything. I lost 15 pounds in one day. Have you ever lost so much weight in one day?